సార్ కంటిన్యూ చేస్తారా? నాకు లాగిన్ అవ్వట్లేదు సార్. సమ్మన్ ఈజ్ ఆల్రెడీ యూజింగ్ అని. సరే సార్ చూస్తాను. ఓకే.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yesterday we have discussed about real exponential signals, sinusoid, some more signals, right? Unit step, unit ramp, unit parabolic, real exponential, sinusoidal signals, and we have seen some problems regarding. And in today's class, I'm going to discuss about complex exponential signals. See, this complex exponential signals are also called as exponentially damped sinusoidal signals. In this, what we are going to do is we are going to multiply an exponential signal with the sinusoidal signal. Let us see how it looks like. And usually the exponentially damped sinusoidal signal or complex exponential signals may looks like this. Sin omega t plus pi into a into e to the power of alpha t, isn't it? As we have already seen the nature of these exponential signals and sinusoidal signals in the last class, exponential signals, depending on the values of alpha, these exponential signals are of three types. Alpha is equal to 0, alpha less than 0, and similarly alpha greater than 0. So when alpha is equal to 0, the signal looks like this. So this is exponential signal when alpha is equal to 0. So when alpha is equal to 0, a into e power alpha t is equal to a, right? If we consider a is equal, let us consider a is equal to 1 for simplicity. Let us consider a is equal to 1 for simplicity. When a is equal to 1, e power 0 is equal to 1, isn't it? So this is how this signal, exponential signal, looks like. When alpha less than 0, then we may get a decaying exponential We have already seen in yesterday's class how we are going to get a decaying exponential and how we are going to get a growing exponential. Similarly, when alpha greater than 0, when alpha greater than 0, then we may get a growing exponential So we have drawn up to this part for different values of alpha. But now this exponential signal should be multiplied with a sinusoidal signal. We have already seen these sinusoidal signals too, isn't it? Actually, these sinusoidal signals should have equal time period and equal amplitude. As I am drawing using a joystick, it might not be possible for me, but actually it should have equal amplitudes and it should have equal time period. So if we multiply this sinusoidal signal with an exponential signal whose alpha is equal to 0, then we are going to get the sinusoidal signal itself. Because here, since we have considered a is equal to 1, this signal should have the amplitude of 1 from minus infinite to plus infinite. So if we multiply these two signals, the resultant signal would be a sinusoidal signal. So if we multiply this sinusoidal signal and this exponential signal, we are going to get the sinusoidal signal itself. And now we are going to multiply the sinusoidal signal with a decaying exponential. So if we multiply a sinusoidal signal and an exponential signal, then the resultant would be a decaying sinusoidal signal. If you multiply a decaying exponential with a sinusoidal signal, then the resultant would be a decaying sinusoidal signal. Now I would like to draw a growing exponential with a sinusoidal signal. If we multiply the growing exponential with the sinusoidal signal, then the resultant would be a growing sinusoidal signal. See here, the time period of the signal won't get changed, but the amplitude of the signal will be changed. Right? So complex exponential signals or exponentially damped sinusoidal signals are of the form x of t is equal to sine omega t plus phi. It's not pi, sorry, it should be phi, PHI. It should be phi. It's not phi. Into a into e power alpha t, where a is the amplitude. See here, we have already seen the nature of exponential signals and the nature of sinusoidal signals. Sinusoidal signal has the time period of 2 pi, and the exponential signal may be constant if alpha is equal to 0. It may be decaying if alpha less than 0. It may be growing when alpha greater than 0. If we multiply this sinusoidal signal with this exponential signal, then the resultant might be the sinusoidal signal. If we multiply the sinusoidal signal with the decaying exponential, then the resultant may be a decaying sinusoidal signal. Similarly, if we multiply this signal with a growing exponential, then the resultant might be growing sinusoidal signal. Is it clear? So till now we have discussed unit step, unit impulse, unit ramp, unit parabolic, sinusoidal, real exponential, complex exponential, or exponentially damped sinusoidal signal. So these are the elementary signals we have learned till now, right? So now let us try to do some problems on this. It means unit step, unit impulse, unit ramp. What are the problems we can do? We can do transformations on these signals. We can do transformations on both dependent and independent variables of these signals. Clear? So let us see some problems. So now sketch the following signals: u of minus t plus 2, u of minus t plus 2. So this is how unit step signal looks like, right? Since I'm calling it as unit step, it should have unit magnitude. So unit step signal is defined as 1 from t equal to 0 to infinite. But we are supposed to plot u of minus t plus 2, isn't it? U of minus t plus 2, isn't it? So anyone in the class, what are the operations involved here? U of minus t plus 2. Anyone in the class?
Time shifting, time reversal.
Very good. Time shifting మీరు ఎక్కడ చూసి చెప్తున్నారు? This plus 2 indicates time shifting and this minus indicates time reversal. So what is the operation we need to do first? There are two operations involved here, time shifting and time reversal. So what operation should be? Time shifting, right? Means first we need to plot u of t plus 2, isn't it? Right? U of 2 plus 2 means u of t should be shifted towards right or left?
Left.
By how many units?
2 units.
Very good. So instead of starting from 0, this signal will be shifted towards left by 2 units of time. That means next what should we do? We should take the time reversal of this particular signal. So how can we draw the time reversal of this u of t plus 2?
Plus 2 to infinity.
I can't understand.
Plus 2 to infinity.
Plus 2 to infinity na? Plus 2 to minus infinity na?
Minus infinity.
Yeah. Here since the signal is from minus 2 to infinite, మనం గనక టైం రివర్సల్ చేస్తే జస్ట్ ఈ లిమిట్స్ కి మైనస్ అప్లై చేయండి. సో ద రివర్సల్ సిగ్నల్ షుడ్ బి ఫ్రమ్ ప్లస్ 2 టు మైనస్ ఇన్ఫైనైట్. సో హియర్ వి గో. So this is 2 and this is infinite. Is it clear everyone? Shall we move on to second one? So the second problem is minus 2 u of t plus 2. Minus 2 into u of t plus 2. Can I clear the board? Is it clear? I'm clearing the board. So the second sum is minus 2 into u of t plus let us take t minus 2. So this is u of t. And what are the operations involved here? What are the operations involved here? Minus 2 into u of t minus 2. Anyone? Okay. Here this t minus 2 indicates time shifting. T minus 2 indicates time shifting. So first let us shift the signal by 2 units of time. U of t minus 2. So t minus 2 means, shall we shift the signal towards right or left? U of t minus 2 means the signal should be shifted towards,
Right.
by how many units?
2 units.
2 units of time. Very good. So here the signal is shifted towards right by 2 units of time. Now, what is the operation involved? 2 into u of t minus 2. Here the operation is not related to time period. This operation is related to amplitude of the signal. Is there any operation which is like this, a into u of t or a into x of t? Have you learned any operation like this, a into x of t?
Amplitude scaling.
Very good. That indicates amplitude scaling. Here also it is in the form of something a into some signal, which is nothing but amplitude scaling of the signal. Which is nothing but amplitude scaling of the signal, isn't it? So now I would like to draw the amplitude scale version of this particular signal. So minus 2 into u of t minus 2. So if we multiply this particular signal, see here the signal has the amplitude of 1, because since it is a shifted version of unit step signal, this signal has the magnitude of 1, isn't it? So now let us multiply it with minus 2. 1 into minus 2 is equal to minus 2. So can I draw the signal in the positive axis or negative axis? Can I draw it above the axis, above the x-axis or below the x-axis? See, if 1 is multiplied with -2, then the resultant should be -2. So the signal should be drawn in the negative axis. Is it clear? This is how -2 into u of t minus 2 looks like. See, పాజిటివ్ యాంప్లిట్యూడ్ అయితే అబోవ్ ద ఎక్స్ యాక్సిస్ డ్రా చేస్తామమ్మా, నెగిటివ్ యాంప్లిట్యూడ్ అయితే బిలో ద ఎక్స్ యాక్సిస్ డ్రా చేస్తాం. సిమిలర్లీ పాజిటివ్ టైం పీరియడ్ అయితే రైట్ సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ద వై యాక్సిస్ డ్రా చేస్తాం, నెగిటివ్ వాల్యూస్ ఆఫ్ టీ అయితే లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ద వై యాక్సిస్ ప్లాట్ చేస్తాం. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్ ఎవ్రీబడి? Clearing the screen. Next plot is 4 into r of t. Minus 4 into r of t. Anyone like to draw this one? ఎవరైనా డ్రా చేయగలరా అమ్మా ఇది? So this is how r of t looks like. Right? Minus 4 into r of t. What is the operation involved here? What is the operation involved here?
Ramp function.
Yeah, this is a ramp function. And what is the operation involved here? Minus 4 into r of t. Very good, it is a ramp function. Minus 4 into r of t. What does it mean? Which operation should be performed?
Amplitude scaling.
Amplitude scaling. Since it is minus 4, can we draw it above the x-axis or below the x-axis? మైనస్ తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తున్నాం కదమ్మా, సో నేను అబోవ్ ద ఎక్స్ యాక్సిస్ డ్రా చేయనా, బిలో ద ఎక్స్ యాక్సిస్ డ్రా చేయనా? So since we are multiplying it with a negative value, మనం పాజిటివ్ వాల్యూస్ అయితే పైకి ఇండికేట్ చేస్తున్నాం కదమ్మా, అబోవ్ ద ఎక్స్ యాక్సిస్ ఇండికేట్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా. దిస్ ఈజ్ 0 and this is 1, this is 2, similarly this is 3. Negative values should be indicated below. Minus 1, minus 2, likewise. Okay, so here r has the magnitude of 1 at 1 and 2 at 2. Similarly, it has the magnitude of 3 at t is equal to 3, isn't it? So now I am going to multiply it with 4, minus 4. So it should have the magnitude of minus 4 at t equal to 1. And at t is equal to 2, it should have the magnitude of minus 8. At t is equal to 3, it should have the magnitude of minus 12, likewise. So the signal looks like this. The signal is almost similar to this. So this is how minus 4 into r of t looks like. The next signal is two into r of minus t plus 2. What are the operations involved here? See here, two operations are involved. One is time shifting and the second one is time reversal. Third one is amplitude scaling. Three operations are involved here. Two time operations and one amplitude operation. So in total, these are three operations. See, we have already seen r of t. So let me now plot r of t plus 2. R of t plus 2 means R of t is shifted towards left by 2 units of time. We have already discussed this one. Right? And now I would like to take the time reversal of this particular one. Since R of t plus 2 is defined in the range of minus 2 to infinite, the time reversal version should be defined in the range of 2 to plus infinite. Here R of t is defined in the range of minus 2 to infinite. So the time reversal should be defined in the range of minus infinite to 2. Isn't it? So now the signal looks like this. So what is this? This is R of minus t plus 2. Now let us take the amplitude scaling of this particular one. See here, if you observe, the signal has the amplitude of 0 at t equal to minus 2 and 1 . and 1 at t equal to minus 1 and 2 at t equals to 0 and 3 at t equals to 1 and 4 at t equal to 2. Similarly, the reversal version should have 0 at t equal to 2, 1 at t equal to 1, 2 at t equal to 2, sorry, t equal to 0 and 3 at t equal to minus 1, 4 at t equal to minus 2. Now I would like to take amplitude amplitude scaled version. Two into r of minus t plus 2, isn't it? So now I would like to take the time reversal of this particular one. Sorry, not the time reversal, amplitude scale version of this time reversal signal. So at 2, the signal has the amplitude of 0. At 1, the actual signal has the amplitude of 1. So this signal should have the amplitude of 2. At 0, actual signal has the amplitude of 2. So this signal should have the amplitude of 4. 6, likewise it increases. So this is how the signal looks like. Is it clear, everyone? Shall we move on to next sum? మీకు స్టాండర్డ్ సిగ్నల్స్ అండ్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్స్ ఆన్ సిగ్నల్స్ మీద క్లారిటీ వస్తే వీ క్యాన్ ఈజీలీ డ్రా దీస్ సిగ్నల్స్. Is it clear? Shall we move on to next sum? Yes or no? Anyone in the class? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So I will move on to next sum then. What is our next sum? Are you able to see the screen? Sum? Or still whiteboard ఏ కనపడుతుందా మీకు? Whiteboard ఏ కనపడుతుందా?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. Let me read the sum. Sketch the following signals: u of n plus 2 plus u of minus n plus 3. Is it clear? U of n plus 2 plus u of minus n plus 3. First, let me draw u of n. This is u of n. First, let us try u of n plus 2 and then u of minus n plus 3. As we all know that u of n plus 2 means u of n is shifted towards left by 2 units of time.
Ma'am, it is
Yeah.
time signal, ma'am.
Yeah, that's good. I'm expecting this. Thing here is I should draw a discrete time signal, but I am drawing continuous time signal. U of n means this is how discrete time signal looks like. Means it should have the magnitude of 1 at for every n greater than 0. The sample n should be bubble in order to indicate that is the end of the. See, even a constant amplitude, amma, the amplitude value should be 1. Now I should draw u of n plus 2, means u of n should be shifted towards left by 2 units of time. Likewise, it should extend up to infinite. Right? Next, let me plot u of n plus 3. U of n plus 3 is nothing but u of n is shifted towards left by 3 units of time. And next, the operation should be performed on this is reversal operation. So this is plus 3, plus 2, plus 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on. It continues up to minus infinite. Now we should add these two signals. If we add these two signals, then the resultant might be Can anyone tell me the resultant? What is the range of the resultant? If we add these two signals, what might be the range of the resultant? What is the range of the resultant? See here, one signal is in the range of minus 2 to infinite, and the other signal is in the range of minus infinite to 3. So if I add these two signals, then the resultant should be in the range of minus infinite to plus infinity. So let me add these signals here. So at minus 2, this has the magnitude of 1 and this one has the magnitude of 1. So the resultant should have the magnitude of 2. Similarly, at minus 1 also, both the signals has the magnitude of 1. So the resultant should have the magnitude of 2. Similarly, at n equal to 0 also, it should have the magnitude of 2. At 1 also, it should have the magnitude of 2. At 2 also, it should have the magnitude of 2. At 3, this should have the magnitude of 2. So this is how the signal is extending from minus infinite to plus infinite. And the next signal is సో ఎవరైనా రిజల్టెంట్ ఏంటో చెప్తారమ్మా? u of n plus 4 minus u of n minus 2. Can anyone tell me the resultant? n plus 4 అంటే minus 4 నుంచి ఇన్ఫినిటీ వరకు ఉంటుంది. n minus 2 అంటే 2 నుంచి ఇన్ఫినిటీ వరకు ఉంటుంది. What will be the resultant? So resultant చెప్పేస్తే we can end the class. We'll do this sum in sequence form. In sequence form, arrow below the amplitude indicates origin sample, isn't it? See here, n plus 4 means the signal is extending from n is equal to -4, right? -4, -3, -2, -1. This should be the origin sample. Here, arrow indicate చేయకపోతే first sample is the origin sample. Arrow indicate చేస్తే arrow sample is the origin sample. So now we would like to find the resultant. Resultant is, see ఇక్కడ -4 దగ్గర it has the magnitude of 1. But this has the magnitude of 0. ఏం మెన్షన్ చేయలేదు అంటే 0 ఉన్నట్టు. -3, -2, -1, 0, 1. నా సజెషన్ అయితే సీక్వెన్స్ ఫామ్లో సమ్స్ చేయడం అప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ చేయకపోవడం బెటర్ అమ్మా. బెటర్ టు గో విత్ పిక్టోరియల్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? సో రేపటి క్లాస్కి వచ్చేసరికి, సో యాక్చువల్లీ ద రిజల్టెంట్ కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ 6 ones ఫ్రమ్ -4 to -1. మీరు చూడగానే చెప్పాలి అంటే -4 నుంచి ఇన్ఫినిటీ వరకు ఎక్స్టెండ్ అయి ఉన్న వన్స్లోంచి యూ వుడ్ లైక్ టు సబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ 2 నుంచి ఇన్ఫినిటీ వరకు ఎక్స్టెండ్ అయి ఉన్న వన్స్. సో రిజల్టెంట్ ఏమవుతుంది, -4 నుంచి 1 వరకు మాత్రమే వన్స్ ఉంటాయి. బెటర్ టు గో విత్ పిక్టోరియల్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్. నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్కి వచ్చేసరికి ఈ సమ్ ట్రై చేయండి. I will share it in the WhatsApp group. Please copy it from there. Thank you. Thanks for attending.